Back in the 2000s, we had some great cartoons on TV. You know, we had stuff like SpongeBob and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and of course, Teen Titans Go. Whoa, I meant Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. Whoa, I think that's outside of my childhood. But Teen Titans Go ain't that bad. It's funny sometimes, but I love the Teen Titans cartoon. It just had a bunch of cool characters doing cool and fun things with like a slight anime influence and Japanese influence style. And I can't lie, as a youngin', even to this day, I am a bit of a Robin stan. My Dick Grayson niggas stand up. Yo. We out here. You know the vibe.
Oh my God, bro. Is Dick riding all you do?
I don't really remember everything about the show, but I do remember a bunch of episodes that stuck out to me as a kid, and I still think about to this day sometimes whenever I think of this show. However, Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo is not one of them, and after rewatching it, I remember why. But let's go through the plot and you'll be able to tell why I really don't like this movie. Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo is supposed to be the series finale essentially of Teen Titans. After the Titans stop a rogue Japanese metahuman named Psychotech, he tells them that he was sent by a figure in Japan named Brushogun. They decide to go there to find him, and while they're there, they meet with Japanese Commissioner Gordon, Commander Daizo, and his police troopers who help the Titans defeat a kaiju. Because that just happens in Japan all the time. For sure. Daizo tells the Titans Brushogun is a myth and y'all are wasting y'all time. Elbozo, idiots, low IQ, dummies, brain dead, obviously, right? But Robin is unconvinced. So unconvinced that he's actually dubbing his tall glass of orange milk's clearest advances of romance in the entire series, mind you.
Must we always be heroes? Can we not, for a few moments, be something more?
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
I know what you're thinking. No, this is not why I don't like this movie. I actually really like the Robin and Starfire stuff. It's one of the few things I really like about this movie. But as the Titans decide to enjoy their time in Tokyo, Brushogun still lurks in the shadows. It's revealed that Brushogun has some ability to send out minions of some kind to go and stalk the Titans while they're doing stuff. Eventually, Psychotech returns and battles a solo Robin, and the fight is so destructive Robin ends up in jail and Psychotech is seemingly murdered. For some reason, however, while Robin is being transferred via police van, a letter with the letters Brushogun on it flies through the window and blows up the van, freeing Robin, eventually causing the Titans to catch wind of Robin's situation throughout the entire city on the news. Before they have the opportunity to meet back up with him, they have to fight a bunch of other Brushogun creations, like I mentioned earlier, that were stalking them. After battling them, and Robin goes on a whole outfit change, escape the police adventure, they all reunite and end up going to this manga printing press factory. It's actually where Beast Boy wanted to go since they stepped foot in Japan, but for some reason Robin was just so hyper fixated on it. He was not only dubbing his orange glass of milk, pretty much telling him how much she loves him in this movie, he was also dubbing everyone's opportunities for fun.
You out of your spiky head, little mind? We are in Tokyo, man. We gotta look around, see the town.
Yeah, after all, that's what vacations are for.
Whatever.
And I don't remember the name of the factory, so I'm just going to put it on the screen here. There they do find Brushogun, who is actually strung up against his will, revealing he sent Psychotech to actually get help from the Titans and is actually being enslaved by Commander Daizo, who is using Brushogun to create criminals so that Daizo can capture them to make it seem like he's doing a great job protecting the city. Cornered by the Titans, however, Daizo jumps into the printing press machine, fuses with Brushogun, and creates a giant ink kaiju. And using this new giant ink kaiju abilities that he's somehow mastered in literally a split second, he is able to create all of the villains that they were facing throughout this movie, once again, forcing the Titans to fight all of them. Meanwhile, Robin climbs up the Ink Kaiju, removes Brush Gun from the figure, and unfortunately, this kills Brush Gun and he fades away. Not before he obviously gives his thanks, but yeah, he still fades away on some like Infinity War shit. Thusly, since the source of the power is no longer there, the Kaiju melts, Daizo is defeated, and the Titans rejoice as Robin and Starfire finally kiss. Like I said earlier, this is supposed to be the finale of the entire series, and I really dislike that. Sure, the Robin Starfire stuff is great, like I mentioned, but unfortunately, Starfire and the rest of the Titans get nothing noteworthy to do in this film. Any meaningful arcs, development, nothing. No memorable moments. I mean, Beast Boy is kind of funny, Cyborg is kind of funny, and I guess Raven just walks around. But first, let's talk about Robin. Robin is an absolute maniac in this movie. First things first, he swan dives off of Titan's Tower onto Psychotech in the fight. Meanwhile, Starfire is completely busy saving the rest of the Titans, so she can't catch Robin mid-fall. He just says fuck it on some Jeff Hardy type shit and just dives at the dude like, you know, fuck it, right? He also does a diving double knee into a full mount onto the guy later when they have that destructive and deadly fight in Japan. And he also tackles him into a falling billboard off of a skyscraper and then proceeds to beat the dude into a bloody pulp. Now, I know what you're saying. Isn't he a creation of Brush Gun? So it's not really like that, right? It is though, because up until this point, Robin doesn't really know what Psychotech is. Sure, he realizes that he's a metahuman, but he doesn't really know that the dude is immortal and can't be killed or is something to be killed in the first place.
Drawings. That's what we've been fighting. And I didn't actually hurt anyone.
And listen, man, I get it. You know, he's going through a lot. You know, he saw his bitch kissing some Japanese counterpart. Like, literally, look at the dude's outfit color. It's literally the same as his. It's kind of weird. And, you know, that would hurt me too. But look at him, bro. He turned immediately into his daddy, you know, surrounding the cape all over his suit. It just looked goofy because his cape is short as fuck. He's upset about it, stuttering and shit. So I get it. He's a little off his game here already. So he's working at a disadvantage, and also he's a bit racist.
Your mother was a salamander!
Really, nigga?
One thing I do like, however, is that Robin's motivation when it comes to being a hero on his own, and by on his own I don't mean not being a part of a team, just more so the lead of a team, is summarized perfectly in the conversation he has with Starfire when he doesn't kiss her.
There's nothing fun about looking like a bunch of stupid kids. We're heroes, Starfire. We don't take vacations. We don't make mistakes. There is nothing more. A hero is what I am. And if you don't like it...
Robin, I like it more than you'll ever know.
And I do really like that. However, it does go alongside my initial criticism. This isn't a series finale. If anything, the way the characters act, this feels honestly like a pilot. This doesn't feel like a send-off to these beloved characters and everything they've went through throughout this entire series. There's so many meaningful and heartfelt moments between Raven, Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Starfire, Cyborg, Robin, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire. Like, there's so many interpersonal relationships and connections that all these characters have with one another in multiple stories with each of these dynamics that I said, but for some reason the rest of the Titans get nothing to do here. Like I said, Starfire has the relationship with Robin, sure, but she is dumb as shit. She's probably the dumbest she's been in this entire series. Like, she is strong as shit, but for some reason when they're fighting the kaiju, she just gets stuck in the wires and can't get out. Like, oh man, I don't know what's going on, this sucks. Then we get to Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Raven, who get the ultimate backseat in this movie, and they really aren't given much to do other than be comic relief. Beast Boy is just chasing Boba, and hey, you know, me for real, I would be doing the same thing if I was in Japan. Cyborg's throat game is tested, and then we get into Raven, and to be honest with you, like I said, Raven gets nothing to do other than to be like the giant plot device at the end that just tells them what's going on. Overall, I didn't really feel like I could talk about this movie past just my criticisms because that's all I really have for this movie. most of the charm and positive feelings I have for this movie come from the fact that I already like these characters from the other 60 plus episodes in this series and how well those characters are developed over the course of 5 seasons. Whereas in this movie, it being the series finale doesn't feel like a series finale at all. It feels relatively inconsequential for all of the characters. As much as I enjoy the Robin Starfire dynamic in this movie, and it usually brings a smile to my face whenever I see it, I do have to discount that level of praise that I give it because it comes from the fact that these are all the positives from the show. This isn't really a satisfying conclusion at all for the series or any of these characters because it doesn't really do anything to conclude any of their arcs. But what did you guys think about this movie? Am I being too harsh on it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.